what we do here is go back.
And I think that is it. Okay, good evening. Hopefully this is working. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews Now 2, and this is our Saturday night live stream. Today is Saturday, the 11th of January. Have to think about it then. And the year is 2020. Still not getting used to that whole 2020 thing. Very, very strange. So tonight's live stream is partly, well, not sponsored, but big thanks out to EarDots.co, who have kindly allowed us to give away one of the sets of their fantastic earbuds, or EarDots, I suppose you would call them. We're going to be giving away the Matt Black set, which I haven't actually even reviewed yet, so you guys are going to probably get it before I even do. So there'll be a set of those going out to you. This is the white version, obviously you'll get the Matt Black version, but big thanks to EarDots for helping us out with that for the giveaway and giving something back to the community. So awesome, thank you guys for that. And hopefully, if you haven't already, Cap's put a link in the chat so you can go over onto the Facebook page and put a comment on there. And later on in the stream, we'll be doing the live draw. And if you've commented on there, then you're in with a chance to win. If you've spammed the crap out of it, then you're still going to get one opportunity. So it doesn't matter how many times you comment, just do it once. That's all that's necessary. For those of you that have contacted us and said, oh, I've commented on the YouTube video, I've commented it on Instagram, it doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, you do have to do it on the Facebook post because that is how the software is going to pick you out. So if you haven't done it already, this is your chance to do it now. So, quick hello to everybody in the chat. So, Angry Dodge is in the house. Good evening to you. Welsh Tony is Unboxing Reviews and Guides. Hi Tony, good to see you back. Omega 45 PZ, Bills and Coins. Captain Meets Adventures is in the house. Click Tech Kev. Booty Earns in the house as well. Stephen Simmons, one of our previous giveaway winners. Who else we got? There's lots of... Seth's in the house as well, from Ghana. How you doing, Seth? What's the weather like over there at the moment? Hopefully it's better than what it is here. It is awful here. Sky Stalker's in the house as well. Good to see lots of familiar faces and names. So, how you all doing? What's been going on this week for you? This week for me has been a pretty busy one thing or another. Hopefully you've seen some of the views we've released already. Now, this week we did the How to Fix Fortnite the White Screen Bug. If you wonder why I'm looking at there, it's because Kath has kindly written on a notice board what videos I've done, so I don't have to remember it, because when you get to my age, remembering things is hard. So yeah, we did the Fortnite White Screen Bug fix, which is a weird thing. It seems to be more and more common now with graphics cards, the way that shaders work in GPU caches and all that sort of thing. Same thing with Chrome, the Fortnite engine or the Epic engine, various other engines all having similar problems where you're getting graphical issues down to the way that GPUs cache information, which is seems odd that we're getting kind of problems that happened in the early 90s and 2000s, and they kind of went away for a little bit and now they're back again. Maybe it's down to the drivers, maybe it's down to the hardware, or maybe it's a combination of the two. Who knows? But anyway, it's giving me content to put out there, so long may it continue. Next one was the GameMax Venus. So hopefully you've seen the video for the GameMax Venus case. I was a little bit weirded out by that case, so if I'm completely honest, and hopefully that came through in the video. The case itself was actually really nice and really well laid out to the most part, and it pretty much ticked most of the boxes that you'd expect from a modern chassis. But there was a few weird things with it. The grommets were in good places, apart from the obvious ones where you'd expect them for. And the front air intake was a kind of a slightly bizarre setup where it had this kind of weird plastic flimsy panel that was just in front of where you'd put the fans, which I still haven't finished the build on that. I'm going to be doing a build on that in the coming week. So you'll see how that goes and actually see if it does impair. That's the word I was looking for. I was looking for another word, but impair will do. We'll see if it will actually impair what the fans are trying to do. So it was a shame actually that they didn't send me a full set of their GameMax fans as well, so I could populate the whole thing with fans and see what difference it makes without all that kind of stuff. But anyway, if you want to find out how that goes, then stay tuned and we'll be doing that in a coming up video. So that was a slightly weird one. I feel like they missed an opportunity with that case. There was a lot of positives from it, but unfortunately there was a few little bits that I wasn't really keen on. So we'll see what happens in the build. Go back to fans actually, we did the up here fans. So what did you guys think of the up here fans? The fan set, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I was expecting for the money for them to be junk or to be noisy or unreliable or something, but touch wood, at the moment they seem to be fine. The only thing I did find with them is for it to remember the motherboard's settings for your addressable RGB, you do need to press the reset button for 3 seconds to make it kind of go back into that mode, which is a little bit of a pain if you haven't got a reset button, which as you can probably see, or if you have seen from the video I already did, I didn't have a reset button on my case, so unfortunately I've got a case button I've attached to the back of the case to not make any mess of it. So every now and then I've got to come press it and hold it for a few seconds to make it remember that it should be connected to the motherboard. Now whether it's because the power supply is not leaving enough power in it or residual power or something, I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those design things where you have to manually get involved to change your lighting profile. I've actually set it now so it does the rainbow puke in its own controller and also on the motherboard, so regardless of which way I press it, it does the rainbow puke. So that was a quick fix for me, but if I had a specific kind of setup on the motherboard for it to kind of take control of, then that would have been a little bit of an issue, I think. If I didn't have a reset button at all, I'd have had to open up the case and do it that way, which would have been a real ball ache. So yeah, not great. But good fans nonetheless, and it was cheap and cheerful. 6 fans for what was it, and a controller for something like 39 or 40 pounds or something, which is a really good value for money. And actually in our Discord server, Seam at Night I think posted a link where they do a special edition of that, where you get 3 fans in a block and another 2 fans on a single fan, all in a block for about £35 I think it was, which might be taking a look at a later date. So hopefully that's something you guys may be interested in. But overall, what did you guys think of the up here fans? Were you surprised like I was that they were actually pretty decent and actually really quiet and easy to control? Quite surprised at that. So yeah, that was that one. What else did we do? Oh, disable RGB on shutdown. That was a little bit of a sort of almost like a tongue-in-cheek video, because it's one of those things that people have asked me for a long time since I did probably some of the first early version videos of the X370 chipset on the Prime Pro, which it was always a bit of a thing where when you turn your PC off, if you've got it in your bedroom or maybe in a living room area or something and you want it to be kind of wife or family friendly, you don't want your PC blasting out lights when it's not actually in use, which makes sense. So you don't really want to have to turn the power switch off. Again, if it's in sort of media center setup and it's behind a TV or somewhere out of the way, you don't want to have to try and find the power switch for it. So to actually be able to turn the RGB off in software or actually in the BIOS is something which should be a lot easier to do, but it's not always obvious how to do it. But anyway, in that video, we show you how to fix that problem, so that's all good. Sorry, just looking at the chat comments there. What was the other one? Oh, how to enable USB sound cards on Android devices. And as if by magic, in comes a cup of tea from Kath. Thank you, Kath. So tonight is a tea night. We're not drinking any alcohol tonight. Why am I not drinking alcohol tonight, Kath?
We haven't got any, have we?
Because we haven't got any, that was it. I don't think we have. Anyway, it's probably better I don't. It's been a long day already and I think alcohol just put me off to sleep at the moment, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so enabling USB sound cards on Android devices, which you'd think is actually like, why would you want a sound card on an Android device? Now, if you've got an Android device, you'll probably know why, and especially if you use headphones a lot. Android devices, for some weird reason, generally have very, very poor or very low rated amplifiers actually on the circuitry inside. Maybe it's a power saving issue. I honestly don't know what the reason is behind it, but generally they tend to be very limited, and you can actually go into the developer options mode in Android devices and you can enable a feature to boost the volume a little bit more. So there's what they call absolute volume. So if you change that, you can actually get a little bit more juice out of it and make them go a little bit louder. But in some cases, it's still not enough. And even if you've got slightly crappy headphones, then you want to boost them a little bit. So using the USB DACs, this is the gaming DAC, the Pro S, which I reviewed. Well, actually, no, we have not released that video yet, have we? No, I haven't released the video yet. This will be released next week. But these are actually surprisingly good, the Gaming DAC Pro. So this is a USB version. There's a USB-C version as well, which I've got actually. I'll grab that now. Which you may have seen in the video already. And literally that is just a device which attaches to your headphones, TRRS, and the other end is USB-C. And you plug that into your Android device, and it just works as a pass-through, but it also amplifies the sound, and best of all, it actually upgrades the sound as well, which is more important. So if you're used to listening to either YouTube videos or podcasts or something, and you find the sound is okay, but it's not really loud enough, and it definitely doesn't sound like there's a wide enough sound stage, these are definitely worth a look. I was actually very, very surprised. In the video review, I've done some sound tests of with and without, and even coming through from my lav mic whilst doing the video, the sound difference is incredible. So if you've got like £10 or £15 knocking around and you want to upgrade the sound on your phone, definitely worth taking a look at one of these. If you want to do the same thing for your Windows PC or for your laptop, the Gaming DAC Pro is fantastic. The amount of boost that this thing gives you from your headset or even just regular speakers is quite phenomenal. And the sound stage, I always thought the Creative Pebble speakers were pretty good, and for those of you that bought them, you'll agree that the sound stage on them is pretty good and pretty wide. But if you want to hear them perform like they've never performed before, grab yourself a Gaming DAC, plug it in, give it a try. Yeah, you will be stunned on how different it is. I've always thought that onboard sound cards were enough, but clearly after using this, they're definitely not. So that video is going to be coming out later this week. The how to enable the sound cards on the phone we've already done. So combination of the two, you get the idea, and I would strongly suggest you grab one of those. They are very, very good. What was the other one? Oh, the other one was a pretty boring video, but for those of you that are having the problem, it is actually very useful. That was how to fix the API MS Runtime Error in Windows. Now basically runtime errors are one of those things that happen from Visual Basic or C++ programming, where there's dynamic link libraries involved. So programs generally install themselves, and to make themselves more lightweight, they use link libraries or files which are already part of Windows. Quite often these get corrupted or changed, and also if there's Windows updates, you get a newer version of C++, and possibly the old program can't find the new dynamic link libraries, etc, etc. But anyway, if you want to fix all those kinds of things, that is the video to do it from. Years ago, or I'm not sure if it still does, but I think the AMD drivers used to rely quite heavily on C++ and was actually part of the installation in some of the older Catalyst drivers. So that is becoming less of a thing now, because I think it's actually tightly integrated with the the Adrenaline drivers. So that is part and parcel of it now, so it updates. But previously, that could be a pain for some systems. And also, Skype used it, I think. Adobe Premiere uses part of it. I'm trying to think of the other ones. There's some other big kind of applications which use dynamic link libraries for C++. But anyway, that sorts out the problem. So let's have a look at some of the questions. That's all the videos we've done this week. We have recorded other ones, but they haven't released, so I'm not going to talk about them too much. So let's have a look at some of the questions we've got. Oh, there's a lot of chat going on actually. Let's see. Omega45 says happy 2020. Well, thank you very much, and same to you. It has been actually. Some of you may have already watched Matthew Day, who's on here, one of our co-contributors, released a video which was him receiving an item in the post, which he's reviewing, and it was named the disappointment video. So that's worth checking out. Definitely worth checking out. It was quite good. Captain Meets Adventure says, anyone been checking out CES? Now that is actually one of the subjects we're going to talk about later on. Actually, I'm really interested to hear what your thoughts are on CES. For me personally, I don't think there was anything that stood out as being absolutely amazing. It seemed to me it was kind of more of the same. It's almost like every year manufacturers are pumping out stuff purely just so they've got something to show at CES. It's not been great. There's been obviously the AMD announcements, which were interesting, definitely. I don't think we got anything that we weren't kind of expecting due to the leaks and all that kind of stuff. I was hoping to have the B550 chipset motherboards announced and them to start going mainstream. That is something that I think that the PC industry is sorely missing out on at the moment. MSI have come up with a few new boards, but there's been nothing official for the B550. Do we think we're going to get it? Is B550 actually going to happen? With kind of AM4 being in its kind of death thrones now, it's likely that we're going to be moving to AM5 in the next generation of processors possibly. If it's not Ryzen 4000, it'll definitely be 5000. Is it worth releasing those new boards now at this late in the stage? Are you going to have much longevity out of them? Interesting thoughts. Anyway, I'll see what you guys think about that. M Silva's in the house, good evening to you. Welsh Tony says, nope, not watched a single CES video. I've got to be honest with you, I've found it very hard to get away from them. My YouTube subscription feed is basically littered with CES content, I suppose because of the people I follow, so it's been very, very hard to get away from it. Kakir says, hello Mike, good evening. Zenos says hi. Aaron Wilson says, good morning. Where are you, Aaron? Perth?
Not Perth, Adelaide.
Oh, Adelaide. Someone's already asked that thing. Booty says, don't forget to click that like button. Thank you, Booty God, struggling with my words again tonight. I might have to do this live streams earlier if I'm more awake or I've had more coffee. Angry Doll says, lots of school tests for me this week. Oh dear. And Tony Pepper's in the house as well. Hi Tony, how you doing? Omega 45 says, what is the spec of your PC? Oh my god, we'd be here all night if I talked about the specs of my PC. But essentially, they're all rocking AMD. Every single one of them. This one, that one, that one, that one. The camera isn't, but if I could put an AMD in there, I would. We're AMD all over in here. Vigo says hello. And Captain Meets Adventures, I like the look of the concept UFO handheld PC that is like the Switch. Yeah, was that the one from Alienware? I think I did see that earlier, I think, which had the clip-on joysticks on the side, which was weird because the screen was kind of like slightly A-shaped, which I guess was for Alienware. I don't know whether that was intentional or not. But it looked weird because the screen was square, but then the outsides of it were kind of trapezoid, is that even a shape? Yeah, trapezium I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, because trapezium is like that. Yeah, it was that shape, but it looked a bit weird. Skystalker says, up here fans are awesome. I actually agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Stephen Simmons also says, up here fans, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Good stuff. Welsh Tony says, mere RGB. Kev ClickTech says, so what has been your top performing video this week? What, of the ones that have been released this week, or of all time?
I told him i11.
Oh, right. Yeah, the i11 ones. Yeah, Kev. Yeah, oh yeah, I see it now. Now, actually, that's an interesting thing. Now, for me as a really small YouTube channel, it's really interesting to see what other people's channels get, as in view-wise. Now, I've not got the greatest subscriber count, and probably as we speak at the moment, we're just about to tick over to 19k, which in itself is a fantastic amount. So if you haven't subscribed already, just click on that subscribe button just to get us over to that 19k mark. That would be fantastic. But I've noticed there's a lot of channels out there, especially some of the bigger names, which I've noticed, which although they got a lot of subscribers, it doesn't always reflect in the views. Now, I'm not going to name any names, but some of the larger channels don't get the views that I expect they would have done. So in a moment for Mike's Unboxing, I think, Kath, am I right in saying, what was it, just over 500,000 views a month?
Yeah,
where is it?
552.
Yeah, so we get about 552,000 views a month, which is actually a phenomenal number. And
28 days.
that's 28 days, that is, rather. Kath's just informed me. So 500,000 views in a month, essentially, which is like amazing. It really is amazing. But I've noticed the channels, there's other channels with like 100,000 subscribers and beyond who don't seem to get that much, those many views a month. And I don't understand it, how YouTube works, how it promotes people, how it kind of pushes people's videos, or I don't know what happens. Sometimes you get these really weird spikes with videos and it's like it's been put somewhere or YouTuber promoted it and the views just go crazy all of a sudden. But you don't always find that subscribers go at the same time. So I would be really interested to know where the videos are being posted to get so many views, but for them to not get subscribers. Now maybe they watch the video and think, Mike, you're a dick, I'm not subscribing, but thanks for the information anyway, bless you, I'm on my way. That's fine, that's no problem, because I'm still getting the views, and essentially, as for earning money on YouTube as a platform, views are king. Subscribers mean absolutely dick. You can have 10 subscribers and still get 1 million views a month and be earning really good money. Conversely, you can have 100,000 subscribers and not be earning much money because they're not, well, they are possibly watching the content, but you're not getting the view count. So it's a really weird thing. I don't know what is going on. But for those of you who are watching the videos and helping us to get to those numbers, fantastic. Thank you all so much. Yeah, we are super pleased. Yeah, it's really odd. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. There is a super popular channel in the tech community which has got a lot of subscribers, but don't get, well, they get about a third of the views that we get. I just don't get it. I really don't understand it. It's very, very strange. Anyway, moving on. Angry Doe says, could it possibly remove the static from the headphones? Is that going back to the, oh right, yeah, to the DACs? Yes and no. The way a mobile DAC works is it kind of analyzes what is coming out of the jack in the analog fashion. It then converts it, I believe, to digital, then amplifies it and then turns it back into analog. That is my impression of how it works. There is some algorithm in there which expands the frequencies, but I think it doesn't have a noise reduction. It purely does a expansion. So it takes the frequencies and then kind of widens them, if that is indeed possible. Like you used to get, I suppose, back in the old days, the old people amongst us will remember on tape decks years ago, used to have a Dolby button. And if you press the Dolby button, you would reduce some of the noise, because it was called noise reduction. So you had Dolby B and C, and you'd press both of them. It almost sounded like you've muted the volume a little bit because it went quite a lot lower, but it was a cleaner sound. So those don't really get rid of hissing. They are very clean in the way they work, but they are only going to expand the sound. So if you've got issues with sound already, I don't think they're going to actually help with that. Possibly they could do, I don't know. Might be worth a try. I'll see if I can find a particularly bad device which has got a lot of background noise and see if it makes it any better.
What colour is your stream?
What colour is my stream? Oh, it's currently red. That's not good. Oh, it's gone back to yellow and amber and green. And it's still at green. Yeah, it's at green now. Stream okay? Don't know what happened there. 3, 2.
I can't see it on there.
We're streaming it just over 3,000 kilobits per second, or 3 megabytes, I suppose that would be, give or take. Should be okay. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, static, I don't know. Yeah, actually going back to some of the comments there about Australia, it's super sad at the moment what's going on over there. So if you are in Australia on that continent, yeah, our thoughts and prayers are with you. It's a really rough time. I know some of our kind of friends and family, what have you, are in certain areas who've basically lost everything. So it is a very, very sad time. And it's one of those things that I suppose, because it is a kind of a natural disaster, I know people are going on about and chucking the whole climate change thing in there, but climate change isn't a new thing. It's happened for millenniums. That's why we've got loads of oil in the UK, because of the North Sea, because it was originally all kind of forest plantations where there's lush green vegetation which is rotted down and become oil. I'm not going to give you the history lesson, but it happens. Unfortunately, in modern day, when it happens, it's really, really destructive because I presume there's a lot more people on the planet. So we're all spread out into different areas where these things happen. But yeah, it is a very, very bad thing. And hopefully it will come to an end in the very, very near future, because it's pretty rough. Aaron Wilson says, I'm in Adelaide where we've avoided the worst of it. Well, I'm super glad for you, because I wouldn't want to be involved with that. I've seen some of the footage of it and it looks absolutely terrible. Matthew Day says, the battery of C++ libraries, I think I have 2018, 2010, 2012, as well as the latest, all in x86 and x64. Wow. That is pretty mental. Angry Doge says, I have Turtle Beach headphones with a noticeable static. That's interesting. Are you plugged into the front header on your motherboard, or are you plugged into the back? Because if you're plugged into the front, try plugging it into the back and see if it's where you're getting static coming through the chassis. That's always worth a try. Crypton says, I think my stream is a couple of seconds behind.
Give him a shout out.
And he wants a shout out. So Crypton 114, thank you for watching and thank you for dropping in. And hopefully you've clicked on the like button and subscribe button and entered the competition as well.
Link in the description.
Links in the description. Omega45 says, I'm saying if I don't win, then good game to the winner. Bless you.
Is that what it means?
Yes. Aaron Wilson says, yes, but the current climate increase is effing over Australia with hotter, drier summer, meaning walls of fire. Yeah, it's for some countries, like for the UK, we get extremes of weather. So generally, I would say probably 9 months of the year, the UK is chilly or wet. So for us, climate change, actually getting warmer, is somewhat of a blessing. So we get slightly warmer weather, even though it's wet, it's milder. And we don't seem to get those kind of really bad long winters and long freezes. So for us, in this part of the hemisphere, the climate change or global warming is actually quite good in some respects. Now, I don't mean that to sound disrespectful to anyone who's suffered as part of global warming or climate change or anything. Obviously, if you've suffered, then that's a bad thing. But for me personally, it's good because we get hotter summers, longer summers, and it's milder in the winter. So that's what I'm saying.
Disco ball needs to pull him forward.
I can't, it's stuck to the floor. I can't move it, you'll have to. There we go. Is that going to work? That'll work. Somebody said the disco ball needs moving, or Kath said it. I don't know.
Sky asked where it was.
Alright, it's still there. I've done something really weird with the camera. I seem to be slightly offset now. But at least that's front and center. Crypton says, thanks for the shout out. No problem. You're very welcome. Yeah, Bills and Coins says, China violated international law today. Hong Kong riot police went onto the grounds of the British consulate and arrested protesters inside of the consulate. Oh, the world has gone mad. There was a full moon yesterday, I think, here in the UK, and I guess that would be, does that happen everywhere at the same time? I guess it does.
Is it like nearer slightly?
Might be slightly off depending where you are. I don't know.
It would be, wouldn't it? Because it's daytime in other countries when we have nights.
Yeah. But yeah, basically it was a full moon here the other day or whenever. And there's been some pretty weird effed up stuff going on. Very strange. Angry Doe says, climate change in the UK means more rain. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, so let's go back to, oh, actually, Craig Pello just asked, how are you getting on with the new Acer laptop, Mike? Craig, it's actually doing really well. I use it pretty much solely for doing the streams and keeping an eye on things. I do also use it for when I'm doing YouTube videos, and also I used it for doing the sound testing for the audio DACs, which actually made life a lot easier. It was very good. The one thing I don't like about it is the fact it hasn't got a USB-C connector. That, for me, would have been perfect, but again, it's not a game changer because there's very few devices still which still require USB-C, so you can always get an adapter or a breakout box of some sort. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I've got to be honest with you. I struggle to find fault with it, which I suppose is a good thing. There's no one feature which says this is fantastic, this is amazing. I am quite fussy when I come to buying components and laptops, PCs, building my own, all that kind of stuff. So
take that as a praise.
the only thing I dislike about this is probably where I bought it from, which is PC World, and that is purely because of the fluctuations in price. So this particular model, which was the A515-43R something L, goes up and down in price like crazy. It's just ridiculous. I don't know how it manages to do it. Oh, and we got a super chat. That means Kath's got to get up and turn the lights off, and it means the white balance on the camera is going to go very bad very quickly. So thank you very much to Sky Stalker, who's donated us 10 Canadian dollars for the disco ball. I do love the disco ball. I say it every time it goes off, but that is one of the best investments I ever made for the channel. Apart from my Boya BM1 mic, which I use pretty much every single day. And here we go, this is where the white balance goes wild for a little bit. So I'm going to turn into an Iceman. There we go. And hopefully I will darken up shortly. Need a few more minutes under the grill. There we go. Oh dear. Very good. So yeah, to finish off that question, I can't really fault it. I can't fault it. I really wish I could have. The price, again, the fluctuations, that is a bit of a pain. But other than that, for £400, which is I think $399 was what I paid, wasn't it, Kath?
I think so.
I think it's $399. It's gone up and down a little bit, but I can't find anything else better value. Maybe if I'd have spent an extra 100 and gone for the version which has got the RX 560 built in as well, it would have made it a more rounded gaming machine. But for the games that I play, with kind of Rocket League, Counter-Strike Source, Far Cry 5, New Dawn, those kinds of things, it actually runs really well. So no complaints there at all.
We did have a comment this week saying it was 150 dearer everywhere.
Yeah, Kath's just saying that we did have a comment on the video actually that pretty much everywhere at the moment, including Amazon and wherever, it's now gone back up to about 550, was it?
399, yeah.
So something like 550, £500 in the UK. So I'm actually glad, and it does, I don't want to say it too loud, but I think it's going to happen. I think PC prices are going up. I think it's gone back up, going up. We had that little bit over Christmas and New Year and all those kind of things, where the memory prices were getting down to almost like £25 for an 8 gig stick. And I've noticed it's starting to go up. I've noticed SSDs are starting to go up. Graphics cards are kind of staying where they are. Power supplies are definitely going up in price. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Let me know in the comments if you have done. I'll be interested to see. But yeah, I think PC prices are going to go up again. Whereas normally we have that downward trend for a little bit longer until kind of normally April, May, until things start going back up again. So I hope it's not a sign of the times already. It's a little bit early in the year for prices to be going up. ClickTech UK says, how's the Graphite Pad holding up? Now that is a very good question, and actually I have recently just bought another pair of them, Graphite Pads, for another project which I'm going to be working on in the next couple of days hopefully, which I should have got that round to by now, but it's been a bit hectic. Yeah, the Graphite Pads, actually it's on Kath's computer, so Kath, can you open up Hardware Monitor please on your computer, and we'll see how it's holding up. Now I'm not sure, HW should come up, there we go, right hand side. Yeah, click OK, and we'll have a look, click no or open, you don't want to update. So that'll show you what your CPU temperature is. Now bear in mind, Kath's got about 1 million Chrome tabs open.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 windows open.
Yeah, 7 windows and about 20 tabs in each window, plus Adobe Premiere running in the background, plus Outlook and all those other things. So
18 on that window.
what is your CPU temperature currently? If you scroll towards the top, it should be up there.
CPU V-Core.
No, temperature should be in Celsius.
Which one?
CPU, it should say.
CPU din?
Yeah.
43.
So Caf's PC is currently idling at the moment at about 43 degrees. Now currently in the house,
It's not.
the ambient temperature in here is 26 degrees, so it's pretty toasty in here actually today because we've had the log burner. So thanks Ria Airs for the logs, fantastic, thank you for that. So 26 degrees, and what do you say yours is 43? So what's that, 18 degrees different? Yeah. So it's about 18 degrees above ambient with the thermal pad in there, which considering that is still the stock cooler in there, that ain't bad. That really isn't bad. Crypton says, would you rather have a PC or MacBook Pro? I'd much rather have a MacBook Pro, but MacBook Pro equals dollar bill, my friend. So, no, I'm quite happy to go with a PC, to be honest with you. PC for editing, definitely. MacBook, I think video editing on a laptop is a really unnatural process. You don't have the real estate, so you can't really see the image particularly well. Actually, saying that, depending on how you do your video editing stream. Now, for me, I do my sort of quality control or visual things during the edit. I don't do it first and then edit the chunks after. I do it on the fly. So I need to see the image in a relatively large format so I can see what's going on. So for me, editing from a laptop isn't ideal. With a standout monitor or separate monitor, then yeah, fine. But for me, it's not a great idea to do it on a laptop. Also, you don't have the performance. Even if you've got a very high-end laptop, you don't have that performance, especially Adobe Premiere does heavily rely on Intel CPUs, NVIDIA graphics cards, and a boatload of RAM. All of which my laptop hasn't got. So, and actually, I don't think MacBook Pros have actually, have they? Because they've got Intel, AMD graphics, I think, haven't they? Memory serves.
They have got that cool bar.
But they have got the cool bar along the bottom, so that makes up for a lot. Angry Dove says, what's that behind you with the wall shaped like the letter B? That is a combination spirit level laser pointer, which I've got to try not to blast Cav's eyeballs out, but it's a laser pointer, batteries are flat, and it's also a tape measure.
Get the cat on the table.
No. And the cat's like chasing the laser. Thiles944 says, good morning Mike and Kat from sunny Thailand. How you doing? Oh, don't say it's sunny. I'd do anything for some sun right now. It'd be quite nice. Oh, Kat's already answered that question. I do apologise. Crypton114 says, Samsung is the best place to buy a hard drive from. They give free games with them. Happy days. ClickTech Kev saying, yeah, I noticed that with the power supplies. And speaking of which, your power supply has been boxed up. I haven't sent it yet. I do apologise. That'll be going shipped out on Monday. And see McKnight, if you're in here, you should have your parcel. It's been sent already. FFR Junior says, Ayo, Ayo, or Ayo. And For the Lols says, hello Mike. Hello For the Lols. And FR Junior says, Mike, you got a Threadripper yet? The new one? No. Although $4,000 or £3,200 seems reasonable for a processor. I might get two.
Put it on the driveway.
Dong Long Kwa says, good evening. Good evening to you. Skystalker says, I have the same thermal pad. Seems to work the same or better than standard thermal paste. Yeah, I totally agree. The thermal pads actually, I think, I've seen a couple of review videos where people have used the smaller one, the 30 by 30 on their processor, so it doesn't really get to the edges. And they've also said about the pad slipping around on the CPU because it's quite shiny. That is definitely a thing. And also, if you're using a cooler which has exposed heat pipes on the bottom, then because you've got the lines where the... Actually, have I got one here that I can show? Don't think I have, no. But you know what it's like on a CPU cooler on the bottom? You've got those the heat pipes that run along the bottom, and there's like a tiny little channels or grooves in between. Some manufacturers polish them up or get them really good so it's really super flat. But essentially, for a thermal pad to work properly, because paste kind of squishes into those gaps where a pad can't, you do need to have a perfectly flat base on your cooler. So in some respects, you may actually find a stock cooler working better than one with heat pipes, purely because of how the base has been milled or machined, which is actually something we are looking at. So I'm going to take, well, I haven't spoken to Arctic about this, but I'm going to try and get Arctic Cooling to provide me a cooler to actually do some demolition on, to see if I can get the base as flat as physically possible, to see if it improves the thermal pad performance, which will be an interesting thing to see, I think.
But not behind the camera.
Glenn says, food should be here soon, so hungry. I am so hungry that I'm going to have to dig into the retros, which is, in the UK, if you've not seen them before, you get in here, you get candy sticks, which used to be cigarette sticks, but they're not allowed to give kids cigarettes now, so that's been banned. You got fruit salad, you got blackjacks, which I don't even know if you're allowed to say that anymore. Dib dabs, which is basically looks like cocaine with a lolly, and dolly mixtures, which everyone knows dolly mixtures. Bananas and shrimps,
Oh, yeah, well then.
which are foam. Calf's eating all those, so I'm not having those. Bran bars and refreshers. We're just all about the sweets today. Gotta keep those sugar levels up, keep diabetes going.
Got a dirty old banana
And we've got a manky old banana,
that's still sat there.
which is just an ornamental banana to pretend that we're healthy, but then just eat loads of shit. ClickTech says, proper dad's tool that, it certainly is. Welsh Tony says to take measure to measure his cable runs, amongst other things.
That reminded me a bit of blankety blank then.
Wow, over in Thailand it's going to be 36 degrees, that's pretty warm. At the moment in the house here it's 26, and it is very warm, it's very pleasant. It's like, this is the first time that we've had the wood burner going over the weekend. It's going to warm the whole house through, so everything just feels warmer. It's really nice. For the Lol says, I'd love some retros right now. We'll send them out to you. Glenn says, I ate my dib dab in dolly mixtures last night. And that's right, yeah, because I sent some stuff to Glenn. I'll mention it now. On the Discord, there, if you're a member of Discord, a lot of the things that we get sent here for review, obviously we can't keep it all here, so we've got to do something with it. So quite often I'll offer it up cheap, half price, whatever. We have DMs, and essentially most of the stuff I just let you have for postage or a little bit more, depending on what it is. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, join our Discord, get involved, and if I see you mentioning a product that I've got and I don't want it anymore, then maybe I'll shoot you a DM and you can have something for a fantastic price. Bills and Coins says banana for scale. Oh yes. For the Lol says cocaine on a lolly. That is essentially what it is. That really is what it is. Tech for Your Needs says, hello folks. Hello Tech for Your Needs. That's a great name for a YouTube channel. Have you got a YouTube channel? Crypton114 says, oh my god, they still make those dib dab things. Yeah, I think they do. And I'm sure that Kath is actually decimated this, which is why we need the super chats, so she can skinny out her lard ass right now. Look at that. That's what's left. That is a pretty poor state of affairs. But there is the dib dabs, everybody. So inside here, I don't want to open it because if I open it, I'm going to have to eat it. That's just way too much sugar.
You'll have to slate.
But basically, this is a lemon flavour sherbet, or sherbet, dip with a strawberry flavour lolly. Amazing. And it's got no artificial colours or flavours, suitable for vegetarians, but not suitable for children under 36 months. Why? Why do you have to be over 3 years old to eat this? Is it because of the lolly stick? Whatever. Angry Dodge says, eat the banana, Mike. I was going to go into a whole rant then, but I won't. Captain Meat Finch says, proper good healthy eating. Fruit salad is like 5 a day. That's true. Yeah. What did you have for tea? Well, I just had a fruit salad. Or 5. Skystalker says, Mike is too generous, just for the record. I wasn't going to say that out loud because I tried to be modest, but hey, what the hell.
You're only reading. Crypton
says, what do you guys think of Trump and Soleimani, that guy's death? Can't read it. It's too many syllables in that. It's all getting kind of crazy town, isn't it? It's all gone a bit mental. Bills and Coins says, speaking of Discord, did you figure out a price for shipping the DAC. No, I haven't, but you did send me your address, so I will look into that. ClickTech UK says, send us the dib dabs. I may have already done that. I think I did.
Who's this?
Kev. Did we put stuff in Kev's parcel? Yes, Kev, I think there is a special surprise in your parcel when you receive it.
We're not all about the base.
Crypton114 says, ha ha ha, let the lady eat. You can let yourself go once you get married. There's letting yourself go and there's going absolutely to crap. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Skyscraper lol, you are in the poop, Mike. Yes, quite plenty. Sherbert. Aaron Wilson says, I'm a Discord noob, but the Discord link in the description is invalid.
Try the one in the talk. I did it just up a bit.
Try the one in the chat, Kath saying, just up a bit. There is something.
Do it again.
I did a weird thing recently. There's I use a thing called TubeBuddy, and inside TubeBuddy there's a thing where you can do bulk editing of your YouTube videos. So I knew I was having issues with the Discord links because some of them have been expired. So I'm just thinking now. There is also a
click.
yeah, you hear the cogs going there. There is something on Discord. So if you haven't got your details verified or you haven't got a mobile phone on record, then you can't join the server because it's part of the verification process. So I'm not sure whether if you're trying to link to it from that and you haven't got your phone linked, it may throw up the same error. I'm not entirely sure about that. I need to test that or to get someone to validate that for me. But should be okay.
Tech for your needs.
Yeah, actually, if anyone else on the Discord can go into the Discord and generate a link and post it in, feel free to do that. Tech for your needs says, yes, I have a channel. I'm making a comeback next week. Good for you. Ramping the channel after being so long out. Well, after I finish this stream, I'm going to check out your channel and see what it's all about.
Audio's broken in and out, apparently.
Audio is broken in and out. Is it? Seems okay there. Is it working okay?
Seems right on the thing.
Yeah, we're just testing the audio now. Kath's got it on her phone and it seems to be okay. So I don't know what's going on there. I do apologise. Tony says, okay, as I say that, it's fine. Okay, no worries. Thanks for the heads up. What's my watch doing? Oh, my watch says it's time to stand. Well, I'll stand when I'm good and ready. Screw you, Apple. Peter Soares? Hi, Mike. I need to install WinXP to use with a specific program. Do you know any safe website to download download WinXP from? Oh, yeah. If you can get it from Digital River. If you go to Digital River are the people that are behind the distribution of the Windows ISOs, and you can get all of the Windows ISOs from Digital River. If for any reason you can't get hold of it, let me know and I'll try and find the Digital River links directly to the ISOs, or at least to the links, so you can check them out for yourself. But the Digital River ones are completely 100% genuine. Hopefully that helps you. And if it did, stick a like on the video and subscribe.
How many do we need?
Craig saying audio's okay, my side, awesome. ClickTech UK says, Mike, do you subscribe to TubeBuddy directly? Yes. I've got a paid up membership for their program, which I think is I'm not sure if it's the Pro or Superstar level. It's one of the two. I do use it quite a lot. And if you have got a YouTube channel and you want to use TubeBuddy's tools and tricks, then it doesn't cost anything. You can join for free. There is a link, and I think, is it in our videos? There's an affiliate link in there.
For what, sorry?
TubeBuddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kath's saying, yeah. There's a link for TubeBuddy. You can go ahead. We get a tiny little kickback, or we get an upgraded package, but you feel free to use it, give it a go. You can pay to have upgraded features in it. the basic set generally is fine for making things like thumbnails and checking keywords and stuff for your YouTube videos, so definitely worth a go. Somebody just asked when are you going to show who won so I can say good game to the person who won. That'll be towards the end of the stream, which actually we'll do relatively soon-ish.
4 more subscribers.
4 more subscribers we need, come on. Yeah, stream lengths are not planned. Nothing is planned in streams, to be honest with you, let alone the length of the stream. Let's not mess around. Peter Source says, great, thank you, I'm already subscribed and like the stream too. Bless you, that was very kind of you. Someone's going to start having an argument about luck now. That could start a very philosophical debate, which is actually difficult for me to say. New cup of tea. We're using Asda's cheap ass tea bags and not bad. I'll give a thumbs up for that. Crypton says luck isn't real, everything happens for a reason. Now you try explaining that theory after watching the entire series of Lost.
On high speed.
Just saying. Because I watched it for the 2nd or 3rd time recently and I'm still confused. Okay, so CES, come on guys, what was your favourite thing from CES? I've got to be honest with you, the RX 5600 XT, nah, not interested at all, to be honest with you. That doesn't float my boat. Oh, actually, speaking of which, let's talk about Radeon graphics cards, because my 5700 XT, which I ordered from Amazon, didn't turn up. It was supposed to turn up. I had a delivery slot. DPD said, it's on its way, it'll be delivered to you today between X and Y time. And lo and behold, someone is home waiting for the parcel, poised. The calf was poised, literally poised, like ready to go, and it didn't turn up.
Not even a card for them.
And then I get a notification come through on the Amazon app saying your parcel has been delivered. So no, it hasn't. Looked into it closer and it says your parcel has been delivered to number 39 and signed for by Adam. So I'm like, fantastic. When I finish doing what I'm doing, I'll take a quick walk down the street and I'll go to number 39 and I'll hook up with Adam, get my parcel, install my graphics card, not hook up in like a, none of that, just go and see the guy and get the parcel, put it in my PC and happy days, gaming, video editing, fantastic. But
you missed that doing a video first.
Oh yeah, do a video, do some editing, yeah, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, obviously unbox it. But I went to number 39 and I know the house and I know who lives there. It's a single woman. So I'm like, okay, maybe she got like some fetish thing going on and she calls herself Adam. I don't know. It's a funny world we live in. So I knock on the door. Hi, sorry to bother you. Do you have my parcel? No. Okay, it was signed for by Adam. Nobody here by that name. Okay, thanks very much. So I go back, get onto the live chat with Amazon rep. Doing a thing, very sorry Mr. Mike for your parcel going missing, etc, etc, the usual kind of BS. We'll send you another one. Fantastic. So wait another more couple of days and they're saying it's going to be going through on whatever it was, a couple of days later. So again, same thing happened, didn't turn up. So live chat, going through to them, look, you've sent me 2 graphics cards now, I've not received any of them, WTF, help me out, throw me a bone, where's my damn card? So they said, sorry, we can't find the card. We've reached out to DPD. We'll sort it out at our end. Can we send you another card or would you like a refund at this point? So luckily for me at this point, the Radeon graphics cards have just been released. CES has just started. So I'm thinking, I've got a pretty good deal, but there may be a better deal around the corner. Which, as it turns out, at the moment with the RX 2060 KO versions coming out, which seem to be very, very low pricing indeed, I'm thinking, RTX enabled, 2060, NVIDIA drivers, arguably more stable, lower running costs, cooler running fan, works well with Adobe Premiere, could be onto a winner right here, my friends. So at the moment, I've held off getting another RX 570 XT, And let's just wait till the end of CX and see what happens, because I got a feeling that NVIDIA cards are going to take a big drop, because the new generation is got to be due out in a couple of months, possibly March, April, May. So prices, I think, are going to go down, hopefully. Or at least, if NVIDIA don't put the prices down, I think the resellers are going to. EVGA have taken a step forward already and put those 2060s out at a really good price. So hopefully, by the time, well, hopefully next week, that will kind of have a domino effect, and everyone else will be crapping their pants thinking, oh no, we're going to have our RTX cards all over the shelves for months. So hopefully they're going to start clearing them out. So stay tuned, see what happens. Anyway, so that is my story of what has happened. So, yeah.
Can Tony put a Discord link? Because the Tech for Your Needs said Discord said channel read only, doesn't let me write a comment, but I'm going into rules and I'm doing a link.
They might have to agree to the rules.
Can they go to the rules from...
Yeah, should be able to, yeah.
Save?
They need to link to the rules. If you're having trouble getting into the Discord and you can only have read only rather than write, well, actually there's some reason behind it. You have to go into the rules page, type in ! OK dude or something. It does say what it's meant to be there. Shut up Google. And then you have to agree to the rules. Now for some users, I think there is a very small waiting time. So you have to wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes before you can actually post a comment after joining the server. Just so we don't get spammed by crazy people. And there are crazy people in this world, I know. Because I see one every day in the mirror. It's terrifying.
I shouldn't stand behind you, should I?
Yeah. ClickTech Kev says, favourite thing I saw from CES is the photo Tiny Tom Logan put on Twitter, apparently showing Fractal Josh getting pulled over by the cops while driving a black Lamborghini. Nice one. CES InWin, you know me, I love my InWin cases. I've got my InWin case there, I've got my InWin case there, I've got my one in the front room. I'm all over the InWin. But that new $15,000 PC case, how insane is that? It's like a butterfly crossed with the Death Star. Although the Death Star was probably cheaper to make. That thing is crazy. Skystalker says, so Mike, do you have this problem with Amazon on a regular basis? I've never had an issue. I've got to be honest with you, Amazon drivers in the UK, now if you're an Amazon driver or delivery person in the UK, some of you may be very good, others of you less so. So if I'm offending anybody right now, well, I'm sorry, but this is how it is. In the UK, Amazon delivery drivers, essentially, if it's a very small packet and it can go through your letterbox, there's a fighting chance that they'll ring your doorbell or knock on it and then just put it through the door and run. If for some reason they are hard of sight or can't be bothered or they're getting a text message or anything, quite often they'll just launch it and throw it on your doorstep and hope for the best, which does happen also. Sometimes they'll put them in your recycling, which is okay, unless it's collection day, in which case you're pretty screwed, especially if you don't get home till later in the day when the bin men have already come and you find out that your Amazon parcel is currently in the process of being recycled, which is never great. This particular setup was from DPD, so they've I think it was from CCL, or I can't even remember who it was from. We bought it. It was an Amazon purchase, but through one of those kind of eBay or companies which sell. You get a general idea. It wasn't directly from Amazon, or even though it was supplied by them, kind of thing. So DPD are the delivery drivers. Now the DPD driver that I know locally, he's great. But for some reason, every now and then they get someone taking over parts of the run and stuff goes crazy AWOL. Doesn't help that there's another road similarly named to ours in the next kind of village over. So I think that's what's happened, it's gone to the wrong road because it's on a similar route. I don't know the reason behind it. We actually went out Cafe Me today with our private detective's glasses and binoculars and we were scouting around.
And our iPhone maps.
And our iPhone map. And we were looking around and we went down to the other road, which is similar. We looked for number 39.
But we found number 5.
Couldn't find it. We found number 5, which is close enough. So I scampered out of the car, ran over to the letterboxes, looked at them, looked at the names. It's like, no, there's no Adam listed on there. There's no number 39. So darn it, where's our graphics card? We actually went out, we're going to hunt that sucker down because they've had £700 worth plus of graphics card for nothing. And I want my SLI RX 5700 XT set up. Thank you very much. Very bad, very bad. Tech Feeny says, love your studio. Thank you very much, that's very kind of you. It has been an evolution of a dining room. If you watch the videos from the early days, you can see it goes from a glass dining table to the IKEA table to different light sources here, there and everywhere going crazy and making me look either underlit, so I look like something out of Freddy Krueger film, or something straight in front of me. And
like, oh man, who was that porn star they said you looked like the other day?
Johnny Sin, was it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a big change. Now actually, someone said there was a card which was found on a posting which actually seems 30% faster than a 2080 or 2080 Ti, but for some reason it had the Ryzen 4000 kind of attachment name to it, which almost leads you to think that that's an APU. So that doesn't, something don't seem right there. Anyway. Oh, Angry Doe says, Mike, could you answer my question about the NZXT case? I can't remember what the question was. I remember you asking it, but I can't remember what the actual question was. Post it again, I'll try and rectify my thing. Tony, yes, we did. Well, I think we did. Discord annoys me.
I think we must have done it with a limit on how many people could use it.
It might have been, yeah. There's a comment saying, I like the new Purebase 500 DX. Yeah, actually that did look good, and I think I said in the review video that the Purebase 500, to make it perfect, needed a ventilated front or a mesh front, and it seems they were already thinking of that. Captain Meets Adventure, did you see the PC that looked like a robot's head at CES? I don't think I've seen that yet.
I did.
Kath says she's seen it. I didn't see that one. Craig Pello says, Kath should have her own little screen in the top left corner of the stream. I think that is a very good idea. She doesn't like it though. But today, she's been waxing. She's looking at me now. Like, Kath's been waxing today and doing like beauty regime stuff. And she's got this thing called a derma roller. Now, have you ever seen what a derma roller is? If any of you know cricket, now, on a cricket field, there's this big thing which the greenkeeper keeps, and it's made of concrete, and it's about 3 foot or so wide, and it's got big metal spikes sticking out of it. And the greenkeeper pushes that thing along all over the cricket field, or whatever you call those things, and it just puts loads and loads of tiny little holes in it to let air and moisture into the surface of the green. So Kath basically does the same thing with a derma roller. So essentially it's a tiny little roller with thousands of tiny little pins in it, and scrub it all over your face until all this...
It brings collagen.
So it brings all the blood out, and apparently it's supposed to increase collagen, and collagen makes your skin look younger, more youthful and all that kind of jazz. And she's on saying to me, why didn't you give it a go? Do it on a stream. It's like, yeah, that's a really good idea, because I already want to put myself through the pain of derma rolling myself, having blood pouring out my face and doing it live. Not going to happen.
I sterilised it.
Anyway. It's not going to happen. So yeah, Kath's been doing that today. So at the moment she looks like she's been in the sun for a bit too long because her face is all a bit red.
But you can say I look like a cricket ball.
She don't look like a cricket ball. Crypton says, I see a fire stick behind you. Have you... I see a fire stick behind you. It's behind you! I've been experiencing problems with my Fire Stick and it's slowing down a lot. Have you been experiencing this too, Mike? I've got to be honest with you. I just had to check to make sure it's still... No. It is actually in our TV in the front room, but we so rarely watch any TV in that room. It's like once a week when the family come around to visit, but the only time we get to use it. And yeah, no, it's not in there. No, I haven't, but I have heard other people saying that. And my view is, as internet speeds are getting faster and the content that they're streaming is becoming higher and higher bit rates, etc., etc., I don't think that the older Fire Sticks can actually keep up with keeping the chipset cool enough to stream content at that quality. So because generally these things are plugged into the back of the TV, very little airflow. Most people got the TV or the PC or the screen or whatever, maybe in an alcove somewhere or up on a wall. So there isn't the greatest of airflow. So my opinion is that these things are just overheating, and by cooling down like a PC CPU would, it cools down and it basically limits what it does. So that's why sometimes you get the very weird bandwidth or bit rates, and you get that kind of 720p look on your screen. So I think it's probably something to do with cooling. I'm tempted to take mine apart and drill a ton of holes in it to see if that improves it. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe if you guys want to see a video, I will have a look at that. ClickTech UK says, sorry, yeah, ClickTech UK. I always want to say Kev, but anyway. So when you invite me down, I look forward to having a cuppa with Adam. Yeah. And hopefully he'll warm up the drinks on the top of his RTX. RX, even. Now that's actually something that we're going to hopefully try and do later on in this year. When Kev's available and he's in this neck of the woods, we'll try and do a live stream together. That'll be quite interesting. And then you lot can take the piss out of both of us at the same time. Brother Dave says hello. Hi, Brother Dave. Crypton 114 says, Mike, you don't look a day over 20. Thank you very much. That is very kind of you. I am considerably over that. I'm actually double that and a bit. Right, Angry Doe says, I'm wondering why NZXT cases are so popular, since the front panel doesn't look like good airflow. Could you explain? I think the easy explanation was at the time when I'm assuming you're referring to the S340, which was the kind of the breakout case from NZXT. They were very good in enthusiast circles and rather well known for other models, but I think the S340 was the one that really put them on the map.
Pure base.
That's the pure base, yeah.
It's much improved, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, the S340 had a lot of things which actually helped at that point in time. So you had front mounted air fans, you had an enclosed front, but not fully enclosed because there was ventilation around it. You had a side window, which I think is acrylic, if I remember rightly, rather than glass. So that kept the prices right down. Also, it was quite a unique and quite a straight setup at the time. So it actually ticked a lot of boxes. People were very, very pleased with it. It had I think, if I remember rightly, it was one of the first cases to actually have a proper enclosed PSU basement. So you keep all your wiring nice and tidy. And because it had a fan mount on the back and I believe one at the top, so you could have two 120s directly taking air out the top around the CPU area and VRM area, it actually kept the temperatures down and kept it all in check. Again, price point, relatively new features, and that styling of it, I think, is what pushed it and made it as popular as it was. Maybe if there's anyone else in the chat who can add anything to that, but I think pretty much that sums it up for the S340. In fact, of all the cases that I get in here that we review, I keep on saying to George, my son upstairs, do you want a new case? Do you want to do an upgrade? And he's got the S340, which he's had now for probably getting on for 3 years. And he doesn't seem interested in upgrading, so there is a testament to that. I personally think it doesn't have enough airflow at the front, but it still looks good, and it does all right. ClickTech Kev says the 4K Fire Stick is much better. Yeah, because I think the 4K one has got the a better processor, slightly bigger stick as well, so it's more efficient in the way it handles it. I believe it's got extra cores, so it can have extra cores running at lower frequencies that don't generate so much heat, so it can get a better bit rate through without overheating, essentially. I think that's pretty much what it is. Skystalker says, I bet that video drilling holes in the Fire TV would go viral. Well, we'll give it a go. I've got nothing to lose apart from a little bit of sanity, which actually don't really much of that. Yeah, let's do that then. Calf, write it on the board. Drill holes in a Fire Stick. Captain Meets Adventure says, I have my Fire Stick in a 5x HDMI switch underneath the TV and it works fine. Cool. Matthew Day says, you don't have a single grey hair. I would try and disprove that, but this is a PG show, so we won't go there.
Measure it at the same time.
Yeah. That could come in handy at the same time. Reference Tony's earlier comment.
Measure your cable.
Crypton says, Chromecasts are similar to Fire Sticks, and I don't think they slow down as much as the Fire Stick. I also don't think it doesn't have as much airflows, so in its... yeah, I understand. Welsh Tony says, oh my god, it's seriously cold outside.
It's getting a bit cold in here, what is it now?
Yeah, it is feeling a little chilly in here right now. Oh yeah, we're down to 24.7 degrees. I thought it felt a bit cooler. What an insane temperature that is. 24 degrees in your house. I kept on getting emails yesterday from Hive saying, warning, your house has reached 24 degrees. You asked us to send you a warning when your house got too hot.
But we're not even using gas.
Yeah, we haven't got it on. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it on that comments. So yeah, I think we've wrapped that up. So I suppose really we should think about giving away some AirPods, shouldn't we? Or some EarDots rather.
Angry Doge before we do that.
Angry Doge says, why not just get the Corsair 275 Airflow R? It's a bit cheaper and has very good airflow. On the current market, the Corsair 275R is a very good option, definitely. Crypton says, I can't wait for February. It always snows hard in London in February. I've kind of put it out there that I think it's going to be the last week of February. I think we're going to get snow in the UK. Let's see if that comes true.
Our cat gets fluffier, the colder it's going to be.
Matthew Day says, do you have a self-powered fan on your wood burner? Yes, we do. And Kath, can you grab it?
I don't know.
Chance to break it.
Hot, isn't it?
No, it'll be cold now. It's freezing. Is it hot? I'm going to burn myself.
Don't know. No. Maybe a little.
There we go. Oh, Christ, it's full of bloody ash and stuff. Self-powered fan. So this is effectively almost like a Peltier device. So hot air or heat touches there, mixes with cold on the top fins, and it makes the fan spin. So you put this on top of your wood burner and it blows the air out from the fire, increasing the thermal efficiency of said fire.
But we only have a little gap, so we've only got a little squat one.
But yeah, we've only got a little gap on the top of the fire, so we had to use this little tiny thing. That's pretty cool.
It was from Vipon.
Got it from Vipon. Remember the Vipon videos? Or Vipon videos? Very good. Saving money. Glenn says that was a cracking feed. Right, I think he's referring to his food rather than the stream, but never mind. Right, so Kath, do you want to fire up the old winning thing? What's that site even called? I can't remember what it's called now. Random comment picker or something. So this is your 5-minute or less warning. If you haven't entered the giveaway, do it now. Now the giveaway, obviously, this is the white version. We're going to give away the matte black version. Now, I don't actually have them in my possession, so I will be passing on the winner's details to eardots.co for them to send the prize directly to you. So obviously, if you've got any issues with that at all, for privacy or whatever, then I'll let people know. So whoever wins, I'll let them know this. If for some reason they don't want it, or they don't want their details shared with them, then obviously I'll move on to the next person, and etc, etc. You get the idea. Crypton says, I'm defo not going to win, sadly. Crypton says, how do I enter?
I've just done it.
Oh, Kath's already done it. Thank you, Kath. Crypton says, I didn't watch your last videos. I forgot. I'm sorry. Never mind.
You got a big back catalogue to watch now.
Yeah, there's a big back catalogue. Oh, Glenn's talking about food, damn it. chicken fried rice, chicken chow mein, salt and pepper chips. Oh, drop my microphone. Didn't break it though. This microphone, the Boya BY-M1, I know I go on about this quite a lot, but this is actually still on the very first set of batteries that it ever came with. This is powered, it's got an amplifier in it, so hopefully it gets a nice clean signal. But I've been using this thing now pretty much every day for the last 2.5 years or more, and it just keeps on going. I'm not an old audio expert, obviously, and I've not got the best stream setup in the world, and this has just literally been piped straight into my Lumix G7 camera, which actually does have pretty good preamps in it, so thanks Lumix for that. But the sound quality that comes from this thing, for the £15 or so what we spent on it, unbelievable. I'm so impressed with it. Anyway, moving on. Crypton114 says, I forgot my login details for Facebook. Crypton says, do you prefer Chinese food or Indian food? I prefer food, any food, I don't mind. I'm not racist, I'll eat food from anywhere. Welsh Tony says, I had to change my batteries once on my BY-M1. How are you on your original? You got yours before me and used it a lot more than me. I've actually left it on as well a few times overnight. I don't know how it actually does it. Angry Doe says, I think you should get another cam and a different angle of what you're unboxing or building. Definitely. Yeah, I sold it. I was just thinking, I did have a separate camera, which was the Lumix G3, which I used to set up on the side angle, but this is a relatively small studio area, so setting up 2 cameras is a little bit of a pain, and I do miss having the extra camera there, and it was also always an issue of getting white balancing done. But I will try and do something. We're going to try and up our game this year, up our production values. Okay, so yeah, I think we're ready. So Kath's loading up the software now for the giveaway. So good luck to all of you. Hopefully one of you that's in the stream is a winner, but if not, it's not the end of the world. And we will notify the winner on Facebook from their Facebook profile. Drum roll. And Kath's pressed the button.
And it's got
how many unique?
31.
31 unique viewers. So from those 31, there is going to be one winner and one winner only. And the winner is?
Ria Ayres.
The winner is Ria Ayres. So Ria Ayres, you are the winner of some shiny, well actually no, they're not shiny at all because they're matte black. You are the winner of some very matte black AirPods, which are going to come from EarDots. So we will send them your address and get them shipped out to you as soon as possible. I don't think Ria is in the stream. Didn't see the name. You may be going under alias. If you are, well done to you. And thanks for taking part. Hopefully you like them. And if you don't like them, take it out with EarDots because it's not my fault. But you do get lifetime warranty with them and all that kind of stuff. EarDots have been super great at helping us out here. They promoted our videos and vice versa. We promoted them. It's quite easy for me. I've got AirPods. Well, I don't know if you can see it in the video there, but I've got 3 shelves full of AirPods and various things, and I get sent them all the time. And it is very easy for me to get kind of lost into it and go with the latest and greatest and all that. But for me, so far, still, eardots.co, Nokias, for me, those are 2 complete favourites at the moment, both for completely different reasons, actually. Nokias have got a really wide selection, and also they do the happiness guarantee, whereas with eardots.co, they've got a very slimmed down portfolio of core products. So you've got your EarDots, you've got EarDots Pro, also AirPods Pro, you've got Beats by Dre, you've got the Samsung ones, you've got the main players, but they don't have like loads and loads of different product keys or product codes. They just get whatever's the best one on the market at the time, get minimal stock in, send them all out. They then go out, see what's the best on the market again, because these things are evolving at such a ridiculous rate, it's insane. I could probably, if I subscribed, or not subscribed, if I took on all the offers of doing reviews for these things that I get through every day, I could easily review a new set every day from a different manufacturer. It is insane how many people are cloning them. But I only choose a few which I think are kind of worthy or have got something interesting going on. And EarDots seem to be doing that. So awesome for them. If you want to check them out, feel free. The description should be in the video. EarDots.co is the website. You can get discounts, etc. I'm not an affiliate of them, so I don't get any money back from them. Either as a commission or for doing videos or anything. Literally, I do this because I think it's a good product and it actually is helpful for me because I don't have to spend hours and hours answering questions about why won't they charge or why won't they do this, why won't they do that. They got a lifetime warranty, they got 24/7 support, so it actually helps me out. It's not great for me though because it means I don't have much content to make because I don't have to go around fixing them or finding out how to fix them. So from that point of view, it sucks. But from a customer point of view, it's great because they just work and they got a good warranty. So that's that out of the way. Let's go back to some of your comments and questions. So yeah, everyone's been really kind in congratulating the winner, so that's awesome. I tell you what, that's one thing it really does. I won't say it gets me emotional, but I really love the way that you guys are actually really kind and you're congratulatory, if that is even the word, to people when they win. It would be so easy for those of you to just say, oh, sod it, and just leave the chat and all that kind of stuff. But to actually say that congratulations to the winner and all that sort of stuff is actually really cool. And both Kath and myself, we do talk about this on a regular basis when we're not doing streams and stuff. We've been really, really blessed to have cracking up a bit there. We've been really blessed to have a fantastic community of viewers and subscribers and other YouTubers as well, which join us as well, which we talk to on a regular basis. The people in the Discord, obviously. And again, I know I say it quite often, but I generally mean it. I am so blessed to have you guys as coming along with us for the ride. So it is fantastic. Thank you all so much. It is a very, very, it's a very good feeling. It gives me that warm, fuzzy feeling. I know some YouTubers get burnt out by it all and it's like, oh, I've got all this going on. But for me, I get my energy from you guys and Kath and the family and all that. So to have you lot along for the ride really does kind of motivate me to keep on doing this. So thank you all so much. There's people talking about Pornhub. I'm not too sure how that's going to go for my demonetization.
Sorry, it was Kev. He said he wanted...
Oh, it would be Kev, wouldn't it?
I've been looking at setting up OBS for when I start streaking later this year.
Ah, right, okay.
And then he meant streaming, but I thought he was going to take up Pornhub.
Oh, dear.
He's too extreme for it.
Omega45 says, I hope your channel grows. Thank you very much, that's kind. And hopefully with you guys along for the ride, it will do. Angry Dill says, oh sod it, this is rigged. I hope you said that after I said what I said. ClickTech says, have I swallowed a dictionary? No, I haven't. Skystalker says, community is everything, Mike and Kath. That is true. And it is, it's a two-way street. You guys, Captain Music Ventures, Mike, you're not doing a Gwyneth Paltrow on us. No, I'm not, no.
Not me. She did a conscious breakup thing.
Oh dear, I'm going to avoid some of these questions. Yes, Kath says actually a very good, there is a very good poignant point there. There will be other giveaways. Now that's actually, we were kind of discussing it earlier what we were going to do for giveaways. So we're not entirely sure what we're going to do as a giveaway for Saturday. So for next Saturday rather. We were rather hoping to do the Sharkoon mobile DAC and gaming DAC, the Holy Trinity, which is the mobile DAC PD, the mobile DAC and the gaming DAC Pro S. But as it stands at the moment, our contact at Sharkoon is currently away on holiday, so we can't run it by them to find out if that is doable or not. So all I will say is if you look out for the videos during the coming week, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, possibly even tomorrow, it's just everyday videos here at Mike's Unboxing. look, watch the videos, and if there is a giveaway for the coming Saturday, it will be announced in there, either in the video or in the chat. If we don't get anything in the videos for some bizarre reason, then we'll just do like a random one next Saturday. We'll do a quick link and we'll do a random thing then. But we'll see it. We'll see what goes on. So...
What's wrong, baby girl?
MBB Tech TV says, having a community is what makes us do what we do. It's a great feeling. Love watching what you're producing. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. You guys are great. You really are. Do you prefer bananas or onion rings? Bananas, definitely. I eat bananas every day. I don't eat onion rings every day. Very rarely, in fact.
Still on the wrong subject.
Oh, that is, oh, get you. That's gone back to the, you got me there. Don't I look like a, not saying that word. Oh dear. Make sure you sub to MMB Top Guy. MMB Tech TV. That clearly is another YouTube channel which I will apologise for now. I have not visited and I'm not aware of, so I will be checking out later on. Right, okay, I think that is
2 subs to go.
Yeah, come on guys, we've got 2 subs to go to hit our 19k. Come on MMB Tech, get in there. Oh, ClickTech Kev says, you should be aware from my collab with him and a few others last year. I vaguely remember watching that. I can't remember what it was about though.
I was working nights, so I can't kick you up the ass.
I can't remember, I'll have to check that out. Angry Dog says, I'll make some new accounts. Now that's a nice thing actually, all of you as well. Obviously, this is Mike's Unboxing stream, but as part of our community, we've got other YouTubers. Kev, ClickTech UK, you've got Welsh Tony, obviously. Now we've got MMB. There's various others as well that do content. Matthew Day. Am I forgetting anybody? I probably am.
What's the Custom Adventurist?
Custom Adventurist, who's quite often in here as well. Check him out as well. All of you, just subscribe to us as a community. We're all part of the same crew. It's not like the Bloods and the Crips anymore. It's not like West Coast, East Coast.
Got 3 now. Some bastard unsubscribed.
It's all good. We're all in it together. Right. Okay, I think that pretty much wraps up. It's 10:30 here, so we've done this for an hour and a half. And actually, before I go, I've been suffering recently with a bad back, and I'm pretty sure it's because of sitting at a desk editing. So most of you will probably be sat in front of your computer, and you're probably doing it now, or you're on your mobile phone or whatever. If you're on your mobile phone, that's probably even worse, because if you got it and you held it like that, look at the angle of your shoulder. And if you've got a tablet, you're holding it like that, like a steering wheel, which is going to hurt after a while because you've got your arms and your shoulders are coming forward. You're like, well, you won't like this, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. What the hell? So, if you're at a computer, you like this as well. So you've got your shoulders. Naturally, your shoulders come forward to get your arms closer to the keyboard. So you're flexing this whole stuff. So what you need to do, you don't want to be flexing your stuff. You want to be sorting out your stuff. So I've got myself a man bra from, I can't believe I'm doing this, from Nasrom. This is available on the Amazon. You maybe have heard of Amazon. They're a retailer, mostly online. And this is the packaging. So this is the Nasrom man bra. It's not a man bra, it's just a back straightener type thing. It's basically to sort out your posture. Now I was finding the other day, I was sat at my video editing PC, and it's a relatively comfy setup, but I'm sat there and it's all giving it like this. And I was finding the pain in my shoulders was getting worse, but I was getting these really bad headaches, and it was because my shoulders are coming forward and it's doing something to a nerve in the top of my back. If you've ever been to a chiropractor or anything like that, because you've had bad back or anything, at the top of your spine, there's a hole where all your nerve endings and stuff go down through. And if that hole gets disrupted or squashed or whatever, the nerve endings get squashed. And even though it's squashing it there in the back of your neck, the pain comes out elsewhere. So maybe it's in your lower legs, maybe it's a headache or your eye strain or whatever. Most of that stuff is caused because of what is going on there. So what you do is get yourself one of these, a man bra.
Has it got a GoPro mount?
It's not a GoPro mount, no. So you put it on. Normally you'd wear it underneath clothes, but for the interest of this, oh crap, that's come undone. That's not good. So you put it on like this, and I can't hook it through now. I'll start again. It's so easy to take on and off. Oh dear, Lord. Okay, so you get the idea. This goes. I'm gonna have to pull that through further because I'm never gonna grab that. They show it on these videos. I've noticed it recently. I was watching some videos and it kept on coming up on this thing like an advert, and it shows a bloke putting it on and it's like nice straight back and all that. And then they do the obvious thing. So obviously a woman puts it on and it pushes the thingies out a little bit. They put it on a lot easier than I do, to be fair. What the hell is going? What the hell have I done? Calf, help me out. Oh, I put it on around the wrong way. Right, let's do that again. That might work now. Let's try this.
Have you got it on upside down?
There we go. Right, so now we've got it on and now I can feel it. It's pulling my shoulders back. It needs a little bit of adjustment, so we'll just try and adjust this shit. Okay, so there we go. Oh, what's that? Oh, CPU is released a video, so, oh my God, this is really hard. Okay, so normally this would be on underneath your clothes, so you don't look like a complete moron. And actually, moron, if you're not aware, in Wales, moron means carrot. Just throwing it out there. So, this now is pulling my shoulders back, so even when I'm typing, look at the posture already. You see that? So it's pulling my shoulders back, so it's keeping all my stuff straight. So when you're typing, it's pulling your shoulders back into that. Glenn says Mike's too strapping. Yes, Brad, I am too strapping. But like it actually feels already like I was starting to get a bit of that headache, but immediately because I've reduced the stress on that part of my back. If I just calm a minute and think about what's going on, yeah, the pain that I was getting over my eye, and that's probably some of you get that as well. You know, you get that kind of pain over your eye. It's just really annoying. And sometimes if you've got to work or you're doing stuff and you take a couple of paracetamol or some ibuprofen, and it kind of it dulls it a little bit, but it never really goes away properly. And I found I put this on, and how long was it, Kath, that I had it on? It's about a quarter of an hour, half an hour, wasn't it? And literally, within that short time, I could immediately feel it going away. And I carried on watching some stuff at the computer, just sat there, relaxed, let my shoulders pull back, and the headache was gone completely. Amazing. So, totally, I was tempted to do a full video review on this, but then I thought, well, actually, I don't want to look like one of those infomercials, but if I find something which I like and I use it and it's like pretty cheap and it's beneficial, then I'll totally let you guys know about it. So again, it's a very weird thing. This is needs a bit of adjustment, and it's not actually that uncomfortable. You'd think it'd be uncomfortable. Now, it's very similar to if you watch police documentaries or like anything like that, or old cop movies. You'd notice police officers always had like a gun holster, and it was the same sort of setup as this, and it actually did the same thing.
Careful, why did you put ice cream in it? A Magnum.
Put a Magnum in it. Yeah. But that's what it is. It feels, I don't know if you can tell from the stream actually, my head is higher up against it. I can just about see the reflection in the camera, so my head appears to be higher up, and I feel like I'm sitting up straighter rather than kind of that slouching stuff, which you can still do. It's not like forcing you to stay in any position, but it kind of just naturally, when you like relax a little bit, just pulls you back into that position. I kind of like it. It feels, well, if I haven't got a headache, that for me is a bonus. If I don't have to take paracetamols and all that kind of crap, even better. It cost, I think, was it £14 on Amazon or something? So like £13 if you got Prime. Kath's put a link on there,
$13.99.
and you can see how it should be worn. But actually, I put this on. I've been wearing this most of the day actually, and then underneath the t-shirt. And Kath didn't know I had it on, did you? You asked.
I did, because you told me.
Well, yeah, I told you I had it on, but you didn't know. You couldn't see it, and moving around, you can't tell. You'd expect like the Velcro to be rubbing against stuff,
And rustling.
but it didn't. It seemed to be. It's pretty cool. Glenn says it looks like you're sucking in the man spread to impress a lady.
50 Shades of Mike.
50 Shades of Mike. But anyway, that's probably enough for now. So thanks again to EarDots for sending us the, well, they didn't send us them, they're going to send them to the winner. So well done to Ria for winning. Well, say well done, you didn't really do a lot, you just put your name in the hat. But thanks for doing that and thanks for subscribing. Shame you weren't in the stream, that would have been really cool, but never mind. But there you go. So that's been the, what am I even saying? I've lost my complete everything.
Take your bra off.
I think it's my bra. My man bra has made my brain go funny. But my headache's gone. I was getting it over my eye and it's gone. That is incredible how much of a difference it makes. I'm looking at Kath though, I should be looking at the camera. But seriously, if you suffer with any sort of back problems, back pain, or you just think your posture's all wrong, which most of us who spend any time on a computer, you're gonna have crap posture generally. So try one, see what you think of it. So there we go. Thanks all of you for joining in. Thanks for the super chats. Yeah, we'll do another giveaway next Saturday. I'm not too sure what it'll be yet. Possibly it'll be the mobile DAX if I get any word back from Sharkoon. But in the meantime, I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To. That's been Kath. And hopefully we'll catch you in, I can't do that bit now. We'll catch you in the very next stream or video. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great evening.